After crashing out on Sunday's race for the third time this season, factory Ducati's Pecco Bagnaia very seriously suggested that the cause of increased incidents in MotoGP is the equality and performance of bikes between the factory and independent teams. He even suggested that MotoGP must find a way to introduce a deficit of up to 7 tenths per lap. As pointed out by Johnny in the comments, this is not a one-off from Pecco. He has been known to suggest protectionist theories like increasing the minimum age in MotoGP to potentially block Pedro Acosta, or proposing a need for super license to get into MotoGP after he was already in. In addition to getting laughed at by almost everyone who follows MotoGP, Pecco received some harsh comments from the team boss of Gas Tech 3 Racing and the president of IRTA, Jorge PONCHARAL. PONCHARAL not only called his statements unsportsmanlike, he also pointed out hypocrisy in Pecco's comments. PONCHARAL said, "What makes me surprised is that he benefited from this system. He was able to have a high-performance motorcycle in an independent structure at Pramac Ducati. And now I read that it would be good if we castrate the motorcycles of the private teams by 6 or 7 tenths per lap, so that the rich and powerful teams can have fun." He even said that when the factory bikes outperformed the independent bikes, it was a great situation. This goes against all the work we have done in order to be able to have a decent grid. We as the independent teams with Dorna, the FIM and the MSMA managed to convince the manufacturers that they had to equip satellite teams with high-performance machines. I thought that as a reigning world champion, you were told and taught that you had to think 7 times in your head before saying something stupid. And there he is, saying such big nonsense. It shocked me a lot personally because it is unsportsmanlike. One of the basic values of sport, any sport, is respect and fairness, and calling to intentionally penalize independent teams is lack of respect. On top of that, he even suggested the amount of penalty we should face, 6 or 7 tenths. I thank him for not suggesting 1 second. Not only is it unfair, it shows lack of respect for his colleagues at his beloved VR46 team. Rumors linking Jorge Martin to Yamaha won't stop doing rounds, and last weekend, even the official MotoGP commentators mentioned it in one of the practice sessions. Responding to these rumors, Ducati Core Sporting Director Paolo Ciabatti reassured the media that he is not at all concerned. Almost taking a dig at Yamaha, Ciabatti reminded everyone that Yamaha don't seem to have a bike to challenge for the title, while at the same time, Jorge Martin is on board a winning bike, and he would stay put because he likes to win. After a slower than expected start to the season, Fabio had high hopes for the Jerez test, but after facing disappointment yet again, the 2021 World Champion has decided to go back to the base settings with which he took the title 2 years ago. Fabio tested his decision and ran the whole of Le Mans weekend with the base settings from 2021 and has since confirmed that he is done trying new setups and will stick to riding what he knows until Yamaha brings something which is actually better. Sharing some more bleak news for the fans of number 23, Ducati team manager Davide Tardossi confirmed that the participation of Enea Bastianini at Mugello is still not 100% confirmed. Tardossi was also quick to point out that whenever Enea returns, his job will be to help Pecco win the title, as he is already almost 100 points behind. And making the headlines for the first time since winning the Moto2 title, rookie Augusto Fernandez is busy accepting praises for his P4 finish at Le Mans. One of the questions all rookies get asked is about their idol growing up, and while the answer almost always used to be Valentino Rossi, these days from young riders, we are starting to hear the name of Marc Marquez in that context. Treading the fine line between Rossi and Marquez, Augusto Fernandez said that while Rossi has always been his idol growing up, now that he is in MotoGP, he wants to ride like Marc Marquez. At the moment, both Jorge Martin and Enea Bastianini have identical contracts. Enea is out injured and Martin is starting to get comfortable again. Do you see a scenario in which Ducati decide to switch Martin to the factory team, maybe if the Yamaha rumors are actually true? What do you think? Let me know by taking part in the poll on the community page. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button and consider subscribing if you aren't already subscribed.